Hi, my name is Christine,
And my name is Mary.
and we are sisters, and we are the co-hosts of the podcast Dawson Cries. Dawson Cries was a podcast we decided to start because my sister and I really enjoy talking to each other. We talk on the phone every chance we get. But lately our conversations have really devolved into commiserating about the sad state of the world and current events. And we thought, we need something more lighthearted and jovial and hopeful to talk about to each other. So enter Dawson's Creek and the beautiful podcast that we've started, Dawson Cries.
So beautiful.
Our tagline. It's beautiful. It's really brought a lot of beauty to my world. But yeah, we kind of know the meme. We'd never seen the show before. But our diehard listeners are like, yeah, we know. But this is for the newbies. But we know like the Dawson Cries meme, so we thought, Dawson Cries so that we can laugh. And we've been laughing a whole lot on this podcast.
Yes, we have.
It's definitely true. And Mary, you're gonna kick us off this episode.
Yes, with pleasure. So this episode starts as they usually do with Joey and Dawson watching the boob tube. And
not the Tamara.
Not the Tamara porno tape. This is just the old-fashioned television. They're watching a movie. So, it's super cute, Christine. I'm sure that you were in overdrive with your love of Dawson because he had that adorable E.T. stuffed animal sitting right next to him, looking so cute. Christine loves stuffed animals.
Listeners, it's true.
And Dawson's just chilling in his PJs, and all of a sudden he's real. What?
I love the PJs too, I have to say.
Love it. He's super comfortable, but then all of a sudden he snaps, and he gets upset. He says, "I'm sick of this movie." And Joey's like, "What?" He's like, "It's so unrealistic." And she's like, "Your favorite movie is E.T., about an alien who eats Reese's Pieces." I don't know why she became a whole old lady, but whatever. So anyway, Dawson's like, "No, it's not emotionally realistic because the girl has two men fighting over her, and they're going to drag race to see who gets to be her boyfriend." I don't know what movie this is. Listeners, if you do know, feel free to @ us on Twitter. We'd love to know.
Yeah, drop that knowledge on us.
Yes, please. And Joey, in turn, dropped some knowledge on Dirty Doggy Dawson because she really lays it out for him and says, "You know what, Dawson? You know what, D? You don't like this movie because it challenges your worldview. Because in your mind, the woman should always choose the romantic hero, right?" And she says, in the real world, sometimes women want the man with the fastest car and the biggest bicep or even the biggest joystick. And, he does. And before this, they have this whole, tickle fest where she's on top of him. It's getting heated, and then it gets awkward, and then they have the fight. So, yeah, Christine, what did you think of this display?
Oh, yeah. The first scene really, kicked it off, and we get a lot of kind of foreshadowing of what the rest of the episode is going to be about. So, yeah, I thought it was super, well, I did love the E.T. stuffed animal. I was gaga over that. I put a big exclamation point. That's the very first note I have in my notebook. Oh my God, stuffed E.T. Exclamation point. But yeah, exactly like what you said. So Dawson is, his view of realism is it's emotional realism. That's the important thing to him. He's rejecting reality on the surface, like the bicep, the joystick, all that stuff. He's like, that's not the real important thing. You have to be emotionally realistic. And that is so Dawson. And I kind of love him for that. You know, I'm kind of sassy, I guess, too. So it's like, that fits. But Joey can smell it a mile away. And she calls him out on it. But yeah, I thought it was interesting how they do have their little tickle fight and their, obviously, like, they have so much sexual chemistry there. Like, Dawson is clearly into it. Joey is into it, and they kind of force themselves away. And this made me think back.
You think Dawson's into it?
Yeah, I mean, the look on his face, he seemed like he was enjoying it, and he was like, "Yeah, this is fun." But that made me think. It made me think back to. Oh, you have a question?
I do. Just an interjection. Do you think that Dawson has ever had a sexy dream about Joey?
Oh, I would be surprised if he didn't, because they're always in bed together.
That's
before they
true.
go to sleep. It's like, that's kind of what you dream about, like, things you do in your daily life. So,
that's true.
Yeah, I would be surprised if he hadn't. And, you know, just like seeing them in that moment, I kind of was thinking, like, Joey, if you like turned up the heat and made a move on Dawson, I bet he would go for it. Like, it would be so simple.
You think?
I do. I honestly do. I feel like
he would be like, "Oh no, this is supposed to happen with Jen. Blah 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 blah. I'm not a cheater like my mother." I don't know.
I mean, he could, because he is Dawson, so it might not work. But I feel like, you know, I just feel like part of him. Well, first of all, he's very sex starved. We know Jen isn't putting out, and Joey, I thought that was pretty intense when she even said that to him.
Jesus.
He's like, "Yeah, is that why Jen won't give you any?" Like, wow.
Yeah, is that
pretty
why
low
Jen's not having sex with you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that hurts.
I feel like Joey, I mean, it was interesting, too, the way they shot that, like what is that called, blocking, the way they position the actors, Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, they start out in bed together, very intimate. They're cuddling with the E.T., cozy in the jammies. And it's real cute. It's real cozy.
Yeah. They look like
they
a
have
couple.
the tickle fight. They do. They look real cute. They have the tickle fight. It gets awkward. Jen goes into that blasted chair that Jen was in last episode. The exile outsider chair.
The chair you sit in when you're no one's friend.
Yeah, she becomes unwelcome. Dawson stays on the bed. She's over on the chair, says that nasty comment about Dawson's lack of sex. And, yeah, and then it gets awkward from there. But I feel like Joey is holding back. And like, we get back to this later. Like, she just cannot say how she feels. She can't act on it. That's like a personal block for her. But also it's interesting because Jen is like making a big to-do over how important it is, like, you know, like how hot it is to have a big bicep. How like, oh, girls go for that thing for sure. Like, girls are just as surface as guys. But she's kind of like BS there. Like, she's clearly head over heels for the emotional, sweet Dawson. She doesn't.
She doesn't want to be. She wants to be shallow, but she can't be.
She can't be. And she knows. I mean, she does know Dawson has a big joystick. So maybe she's like, well, at least I know that. But she knows he's got. Well, she's made many mentions of the size of his hands, and
you don't know, but they're all skeptical. They're all like, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I guess she hasn't seen it, or has
in her mind. She knows.
Yeah, she could
she
tell. But she's clearly, you know, clearly falling for the emotional one, not the guy who can arm wrestle or who can dunk on Dawson. She doesn't really care about his basketball skills so much.
Right.
Yeah. It's just a little frustrating. A little frustrated love. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think Joey's tagline, like the one phrase she said the most times in this series is, "So let me get this straight." She says that all the time. Have you noticed that?
You know, when you said it, I could see her face and her lips moving
Yeah.
that way. And yeah.
She says it all the time, like every episode. Well, anyway, we quickly jump to Joey giving a presentation for class about the shoguns and the concubines. This B, Abby Morgan, runs in late, making a big to-do. Then this big asshole, sorry listeners, this big asshole named Grant. You gotta call a spade, am I right? He starts,
you're right, Mary, you're right.
He starts mouthing off, saying things like, you know, I'm kind of like the shogun at this school, and all the girls want a piece of me. And, like, he keeps interrupting her. He's not waiting even when she says questions at the end. There's a totally useless teacher who's just letting it all happen.
Yeah, that teacher
is
a piece of shit, too. Yeah, like, do
your
job.
Right. He's, like, in another world, not even.
He's like at the back of the classroom. Like,
yeah.
Chilling.
So anyway, he totally derails her conversation, and then he's like, Joey just, like, breaks, and she's like, they don't all want a piece of him. She's, like, giving him attitude, as she does, which is good. And then he's like, seemed that way to me. And she's like, well, that's because you have a low IQ. Boom!
I like that line.
In his place. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
line.
You have a low IQ. Like, snap,
yeah,
snap, snap.
I'm always really happy when I see Joey standing up for herself.
I love it. Yeah, I love Joey.
People try to walk all over her all the time.
I know. Just because you have a father in jail doesn't mean you can be a total jerk to the girl. It's not right.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she gave him business. And I liked it too that she, you know, they have like the moment in class, but then like they're at the lunch line. And you know, Joey's just trying to get her fish sticks. You know, like, I'm hungry, I want my fish sticks. And that asshole cuts in front of her. And, you know, she doesn't let him get away with it then either. He's very entitled. Him and his, like, lackey friend. Like, lame. But, you know, he's like, oh, I'm the god of the school. Just like your presentation. You should be my servant or my concubine. And Joey's like, boom, right in the joystick.
It's like, boom, smack. She really takes him out. Like, he hits the floor.
Lays him down.
She's like, this is a 1-2 punch. I punch you, you punch the floor. I don't know the phrase.
Fish sticks for you, man.
Yeah, fish sticks.
Yeah, Joey's like, I'm not impressed with your muscles and your fast car and your
she's not impressed with that.
She doesn't go for it. She's really not interested.
She takes a page out of Shania's playbook and says, that don't impress me much.
That song should have been playing in the background.
You'll
have to talk about the music in this episode because it's great. Yeah. all the shots of the hallway with that, it's like almost like ska music.
Yes, it's a weird ska episode.
Funny, I know. Kids like dropping everything in their backpacks or running around like crazy. It's like, here we go. We're in high school. It's so zany.
Right.
I miss the 90s.
Me too.
Yeah.
I bet high school's not even zany anymore. I bet it's just, I don't know.
It's really bleak and depressing. And, techy. Yeah, everyone's on their phones.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst.
Probably have to have a laptop with you in school.
Yeah, everyone probably does. You're right. Listeners, if you're in high school, tweet at us and tell us what it's like. Is there ska music playing in between class?
Is it as zany as we remember?
Yes, it's just zaniness all day.
Oh my god.
Oh, I really hope so. I doubt there's fish sticks anymore too. I don't remember there being fish sticks for us though either. I remember
cheese fries.
Veggie Crunch pizza. That was my
We
jam.
had salad, and if you got a lot of salad, the lady would go, that's so much salad!
I remember that happened to your ex-boyfriend.
Uh-huh. Memories.
Yeah. A lot of salad. He was a big salad freak.
I don't think that's true, but whatever.
It's true on the pod. It's true on the pod.
It's true on the pod. Yeah, so Pacey is like he's like canoodling with Jen in the hallway. Pacey all of a sudden thinks he's like the big jokester. He's the funny guy of the school. I guess now that he's no longer in a romantic relationship, they're recasting him as the funny guy, the class clown. So that's what's happening now. And
it's true, yeah, he is.
You know,
he's like not a care in the world anymore. He can.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't even remember Tamara. It's like he doesn't miss her. He doesn't talk about her. He's totally over it. It's very weird.
It is. I agree. That is pretty abrupt.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like they just wanted to get that actress off the show, and we're like, all right, we're going in a different direction. This makes no sense to me. So anyway, he's telling Jen some personal details about Dawson and his past.
Yeah. His dirty doggy past.
His dirty doggy past is an Oompa Loompa.
Oh, Dawson. What a cute
little
Loompa. Oh.
So mortifying.
I feel bad. I do feel bad for Dawson. I love the nickname we give him.
Yes.
The Big D. Dirty Doggy Dawson.
Dirty dog. Dirty doggy ways.
Yeah, I mean, Oompa Loompa. I don't know if I really buy it. Like, I don't get why they would call him. He's not green. He's tall.
He's not green. So it doesn't make sense.
The resemblance.
He was probably short and fat.
I guess. Yeah.
And then maybe he had a growth spurt. He's blonde hair, so maybe he looked orange. I don't know.
They were kids. They were dumb.
It could be anything. He could have just worn an all-white outfit one day, like the Oompa Loompas do.
No, the overalls. Yeah, the
gloves. Overalls. Yeah, I mean anything.
Could be.
Could have been anything.
The Oompa Loompas were kind of like the moral. Didn't they enforce the moral ways of the chocolate world, chocolate factory?
Yeah, but they were kind of evil.
Yeah, but they would always like sing the moral lesson at the kids. Maybe that's kind of Dawson too. I mean, he's always trying to like preach to everyone and do the right thing.
Yeah.
He wants emotional justice. So
yeah,
maybe the kids picked up on that inner vibe of Dawson.
Right.
All right, it's making sense now. I see it.
I see it. Before you're like, I don't buy it.
I don't buy it at all. I do feel bad that he's so hurt by it, though. Dawson.
Yeah, and that rang really true to me because there are certain things that people tease me about that just make me lose my mind. I'm just kidding, but I do get upset, and I recognize the hurt, you know. So that was a moment that I felt for Dawson.
I did too. I mean, yeah, I think we can all relate to that. There's just like that one button you have, and
and Pacey was kind of relentlessly poking it.
I know, and he said it to his girlfriend.
Right.
I was like, and you're right, it was like total canoodling because they were laughing. Yeah. He like pats her on the head in a real cute way. You know, there's little chemistry between them for sure, Pacey and Jen.
Yeah.
And Dawson's like ultra sensitive because of the Joey comment, because he really can't control his dirty doggy hormones. He can't, like the animalistic urges are really starting to take over. And he's about to pop. He's going to lose it if he doesn't lose his virginity soon. So, Dawson is a man in a struggle. He can't control himself.
He's a man in a hormonal rage.
A man in a what?
A hormonal rage.
He is so hormonally raging. It's true. It is true. And it kind of comes to a head in gym class. Pacey kind of teases him like, oh, don't kick the basketball by mistake, Dawson. Ha ha ha.
Right.
I know how to play sports.
Yeah, I mean, that was rude. Like, I don't know what's going on with Pacey, because it's like, I don't know. He never used to tease Dawson, you know?
I know. Or maybe, I was wondering that too. I felt like maybe he would tease him and Dawson would tease him back, and it wouldn't be like teasing, it would just be like banter. But because Dawson is like more sensitive to it, he reacts differently, and that kind of eggs Pacey on He's like, why
It
are you?
could be.
But I know, like, they usually don't have that kind of one-upmanship at all. They're usually just there for each other. Yeah.
Right.
So it was a little bit of a departure.
Right.
Yeah. And
and then
this
they're in gym.
episode is like a pressure cooker, to be honest. It's like...
It is. I mean, honestly,
pressures. Oof,
there's
man.
so much that's been going on that these characters just haven't been talking about or admitting to each other.
No, it's all under the surface, and it's all about to come out in really obnoxious way from the girl from hell, Abby Morgan.
Yeah, right. And it all starts when Dawson chucks his basketball at Pacey's face, and the blood comes out.
Yeah, that's like Pacey has another shiner. Pacey's always getting it right in the kisser.
Oh my God,
Poor
you're
guy.
so right. He's always getting smacked.
He is. He's getting beat up like a little punching bag.
Yeah,
a lot of violence. This episode was quite violent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jen decking someone, Pacey getting
Joey,
Dawson.
you keep calling her Jen.
Oh my God, listeners, I'm sorry. It is Joey. I always mix them up.
I know, you were calling her Jen the whole first scene, but I let it slide.
I was calling her Jen the whole time?
The whole first scene.
Oh my God. I meant Joey.
Yeah, I knew who you meant.
You all know
our listeners probably will share us all.
Listeners, I know they're different. They're just two J's. Why did they give them both a J name?
I know, they really should have given them different
I know.
names.
Jen, it's like, Joey's good because it's like a different type of name. Everyone has a weird name except Jen. Jen is like the most white bread name ever. No offense if your name is Jen. Like, it's a fine name, but Dawson, Pacey, Joey.
Yeah.
You know, even like Bodie, Bessie, like they all like interesting.
It's so true. Grandma, Gail.
Gail. What's the dad's name?
Mitch.
Mr. Leary.
These are kind of normal names. But like the kids' names are weird.
Yeah, they have weird names, so that was kind of a mistake, but whatever.
Oh, and then there's this really interesting scene where Jen is in class with Mr. What's his name? Like Pinky or something? Mr. Picker. He's got a total small town mentality. And
oh yes.
Yeah, he's talking about euthanasia, and he starts going off on the class, talking about how that's murder, it should never be allowed, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then Jen kind of questions him about it, and then he says, life is God's most precious gift. And I was just like, isn't this a public school? Like, can you say that legally? And then Jen is just like, you know, for someone lying on their deathbed, life is not a gift, life's a bitch. And then Mr. Picker screams, this is not Times Square. To which the note I wrote next to that was LOL.
Yeah.
Christine, that's what I'm going to say to you every time you drop an F-bomb on the podcast from now on.
Yes.
This is not Times Square.
Oh my God. Yeah, Jen was really, she was channeling Nas a little bit there. Like the bitch and then you die. I mean, yeah, it's true, Jen.
Oh, Jen.
I know.
You know, and I was wondering, like did that come from her experience with her grandfather? Like,
oh, I thought so. Because he's clearly, like, on his deathbed, you know.
That's sad, though.
Yeah. But it's an interesting discussion, I think, worth having in a classroom. The teacher's job really is to let the kids talk it through and to keep their personal opinion to themselves.
Yeah.
Not to shove, especially, you're right, like in a public school, shove a religious opinion down your students' throats. That is illegal.
Right.
So,
I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah, he really didn't do a good teaching. A lot of teaching fails this episode. They lost Tamara.
The whole school.
The
whole every teacher we've met should go to jail breaking the law left and
it's
right.
true. It's true. I mean, Tamara at least she has some good books that she was teaching. Listeners, go back to season 4 if you want an Ethan Frome recap.
You mean episode 4?
Episode 4. I'm not speaking well. Listeners, I have to, full disclosure, I'm exhausted. This has been a long week. This is the first week I've been recording in bed. Usually I'm sitting at my kitchen table very professionally. Tonight I am literally sprawled on my bed just chilling.
Listeners, every week I record from my bed.
It's, Mary, I like it. It's comfortable.
I like to be comfortable when I talk to the listeners.
This might be my new recording spot.
It's
I know,
great.
Comfortable. I'm in my jammies like Dawson. I'm gonna have to get a stuffed ET for my next.
I've got a nice blanket, and I've got my notes. I'm sitting on the phone. Great.
Very, very intimate. You're all in Dawson's bedroom with us right now.
Oh my God, so creepy. No, it's funny.
I know.
Oh
man.
So Dawson and Jen are walking to detention together. And Dawson's like, you know what? Neither one of us deserves to be here. Wood's like, what? He hit his friend in the face with a ball and apparently broke his nose. And Jen's like, yeah, you do, but I don't. And then Dawson's like, oh, really? And Jen earlier, I meant to call this out. She's like, school's making me so stir crazy. That's just been crazy. Like, jump out of an airplane naked. And I was like, girl, what? Like, that is extreme. And Dawson's like, okay. And I'm like, I don't believe that you would do that, but okay.
I think his face perked up another wonderful James Vanderbeek acting moment. His face perked up so well at the naked moment.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, sex, oh my God. He's such a dirty dog.
Dirty dog.
He's like, I'll jump out of a plane if there's nudity involved.
There's doggy ways coming out. Okay, so listeners, Christine has jumped out of a plane because she's cool. Christine, can you imagine jumping out naked? Wouldn't your skin be like flapping around like in the wind?
It would be, yeah.
It would give you like a rash. The wind?
It would be crazy.
Oh my God, boobs would be going all over.
It would be wild.
And like, wouldn't the wind hitting your skin would probably like give you a rash, wouldn't it?
I don't think it would give you a rash, unless it's like really polluted air.
But you're going so fast, right? It's hitting you, the wind's hitting you. There's no protection.
Yeah, but I mean, I was wearing shorts and like, I didn't get a rash on my legs.
You're basically naked.
Just barely, practically naked. I was practically living just.
You had to have your boobs out, but then how would you get the parachute? There's a lot of holes in this.
You'd have to have the backpack on.
Plan.
I actually had a man on my back.
Right.
They don't let you do it by yourself if you've never done it before. So that would be
funny. That would be funny if they jumped out naked, but not together, like with other people who were close.
That was exactly how it would be, probably. What if the other people were naked, too? Possibly.
Ooh, sexy.
That would be pretty wild. That would be like Abby Morgan style.
Yes.
Let's take ecstasy.
And hook up in the bathroom, because that's hot. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the boys' locker room. All right, girl. Yeah.
And it was
funny, she's like, I can't
say
anymore. I was like, you said plenty.
You know what? When she says that, Jen gives her a look, and then she mouths something. She's like, slut. She like mouths it, and I'm like, Jen, you're a bad girl, too. What are you judging her for?
Yeah, Jen can't judge. I mean,
I know, she was looking real judgy.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. She has that small town mentality. It's getting to her. She's becoming one of them.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's why she's taking
She's not Ms. Big Apple anymore. What can we say?
No, she's not. Even though she knows somebody who knows somebody who knows Ali Sheedy.
Yeah, who is that?
I don't know. Some celeb.
No one was impressed by it. Everyone's like,
no one was impressed.
No one was impressed.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
Dawson is complaining. He's complaining hard about Pacey, and he says, ever since he lost his virginity, he's been copping this attitude, which I thought was like the perfect way for Dawson to express disdain for his best friend.
Yeah, I know. They have a lot of good, like, zingers at each other. I like when
Mm-hmm.
Casey calls him being a little puke.
A little what?
A little puke.
Oh my god, that's funny. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was right after they did the Guess Whose Butt Is This, which was crazy.
Yes, that was nuts.
Oh my god.
And it was Jen's idea. I was like, why do you want to put your bare ass on the Xerox machine? It's weird. And you could see a lot on those Xeroxes.
Have you done it?
I felt like I was, no, but I'm looking at the pictures. I was like, I feel like I can see a little too intimately your butt. I don't want to see it.
It's way too intimate. They get real intimate though this episode, so it's
yeah. Intimacy off the chain.
Oh my god, they're kissing each other left and right, almost spilling their truths.
Doggy secrets.
I know.
It gets crazy.
It does. I have to say though, I really prefer the Breakfast Club to this episode.
Ooh.
I like
controversial opinion.
It was controversial. Oh, the Breakfast Club is so good. It's just a great movie.
Well, Jen thinks it sucks.
She thinks it's lame. I was like, Jen, get out of here. You're not my favorite.
Ooh. Fighting.
Well, Dawson wouldn't be thrilled. He looked upset with that. He
did. Well, he didn't fight her on it though.
No, he didn't. He's like, I just want
like,
to
whatever
have
you
sex
say,
with
baby.
you. I'll swallow my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It was in the scene we learned that Pacey is a big Mighty Ducks fan.
I absolutely loved that. And I loved how everyone looked at him like he was crazy.
No, it was funny.
Oh, those duck movies. I was like, oh, Pacey.
Those are classic.
Pacey was winning me over a lot this episode. I did like how goofy he was, I have to say.
Yeah. He was being a goof.
Yeah, he was fun. He was really fun. Grabbing his ass and, joking around. I like Pacey, you're a funny guy. I'm trying to remember other parts. Oh, yeah. When right before they start playing Truth or Dare, when Abby Morgan's like, oh, I'm bored, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And Casey makes some comment like, well, why don't we take some ecstasy and go to the locker room, I want to play in your little skanky games or something. She's like, oh, let's play a game. Casey, I was like shocked that they had this on the show. Oh, well, let's play Pin the Tail on the Hoe Bag.
I know, I thought that was like over the line.
I loved it, but I was like, is that for real?
I know.
Oh my god. That was
crazy. Yeah, so I was surprised that any of them agreed to play Truth or Dare. I mean, that rang really true, because every time someone brings up playing a game like that, everyone pretends they don't want to play, but they secretly do, because you get to see, it gives you an excuse to behave badly, and it gives you an excuse to really ask some uncomfortable questions.
Yeah,
and to learn some things that you can't ask in normal life about those people. And that's what went down.
Did it ever? My goodness, yeah.
Did it ever? Yeah, and there's so much tension brewing between Joey and Jen, and because a big topic of conversation is why is everyone in detention, right? Casey doesn't want to tell. Abby obviously tells a lie about the ecstasy and the orgy. And Jen finally tells, and she's like, look, it's because I said the word bitch in class, and it's not my fault. Everyone's just here, small town mentality. It's this whole town is like that. And then Joey takes that really personal, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, Jen. Must be so hard for you with us simpletons. Must be a real bitch for ya. Which I thought was hilarious.
That was good.
And then Abby Morgan's like, can't fight. And I was like, Abby, go to hell. And then she goes to Joey. She goes, incarceration runs in your family. Isn't that rude as hell?
Yeah, and then Jen's like, maybe she's the bitch. I was like, you are the bitch, Abby Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
For
can
real.
see why they call her Girl from Hell. She was pretty annoying.
She was.
And just like a provocateur, if that's even the way you say it. Yeah, she just wanted everyone to be pushed to the limit and have fun with it.
She was like such an only child.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
like,
I can see her being in no offense, in like the drama class too.
Christine!
Can't you? I'm sure there was one. There had to be one in your drama
yeah,
class.
I mean, I can see it, but come on.
Yeah, you know, you're not all like that.
The drama kids love
students.
to fake having orgies. It's true.
Yeah, she's a little liar. Yeah, but she was really pushing the buttons. But I was glad that she asked Pacey the truth, like, tell us why you're here. And he was like, actually, I want to do a dare. Really
hilarious.
Backed out of that one. I was like, oh, Pacey.
Oh my god.
It was funny. It was funny to see him get like bested though.
Right.
Yeah, and then all the kissing starts. People are kissing each other, and Pacey and Jen have kissed already.
First of all, Jen and Pacey have kissed, but for the movie. And this is somewhat different because this is not something that Dawson is in control of. So for the movie, Dawson, he wrote it, he okayed it, he said it could happen. This is happening without of his control. There's really no reason that Jen and Pacey have to do it other than Abby says they do. Like, it's bullshit rules. You know?
I know, and
you obviously don't have to.
That they were like, oh, we have to do it. Joey was like, you have to do it. It's like, you don't really
that's
have
because
to.
she wants to stir the pot.
Yeah, Joey did. I mean, you know her ulterior motive.
Get to the D.
The big D. Oh my god. It's so weird too. It's just like so weird. It's so not a secret. And I mean, they all know it.
It's an open secret in case
She told Jen though, like in those few episodes back.
I don't know why Jen is acting surprised.
I know.
We're bouncing all over the place. We got.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
All right.
I'm doing the same, but
they kiss.
They kiss. Dawson's like enraged. He's so angry.
Oh, he can barely take his eyes off him.
It's Pacey's turn to do a dare. And does he pick Joey immediately? Yes, he picks Joey because Joey's the one that said that they have to do it.
Yeah. Miss, you better do what she says.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
and he dares Joey to make out with Dawson.
Well, first she picks Truth. And
yeah.
You remember? And he's like, who do you like? Who are you in love with? Looking right at Big C. And Joey can't say. She's like, actually, I want to dare. I'll do anything. I'll flash the librarian.
I wish she did that. It'd be hilarious. Miss Trinkle?
That would be funny. Well, Miss Trinkle, it was funny because she was like, I have some work to do in the AV room, a.k.a. watching soap operas.
Oh, yeah, that's like classic TV show teacher.
It is. Pretty funny. I mean, another terrible teacher, right?
Oh, my God, you're right.
Teachers are really getting the shaft this episode. You guys are really poorly represented.
Yeah. Teacher, you should go on strike over this, the way you're depicted in the media.
Exactly. Yeah, fake news. But yeah, so Joey backs out of the truth. No one can tell the truth. They'd rather like act out their fantasies without having to verbalize it. So for 15 whole seconds, Joey and Dawson get hot and heavy. And it was.
And it's not. They were dared to kiss, and they are making out.
Straight up make out. There was
tongue.
It was like, damn, guys.
It was like, you guys are like, Dawson's gonna get a boner. He's gonna dig a big doggy bee.
That joystick is gonna be up and ready for action.
It was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
It could set the Atlantic Ocean on fire. I mean, Abby Morgan was right. Joey like caresses his cheek. I mean, it's pretty romantic. That's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying
they play the romantic music.
Yeah, like if that happened in Dawson's bedroom, He wouldn't be able to stop himself. Doesn't say Joey made the move.
Yeah, you're right.
He's into it. Like there's chemistry there.
Mm-hmm. True.
Which is why I was interested. Like, I know we're jumping, but if we jump to the kind of the end where Joey is like, I just can't say it, and Dawson kind of wants her to.
Yeah.
I was a little interested because he says it's to get her to get over it.
Right.
But
that's bullshit.
It is. It's like you don't want her to have to say it. Like you already know.
Yeah.
Like you want her to say it for probably another reason.
Right.
It was a weird moment for me.
It was weird.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll be here for you. I was here for you in 6th grade. I'm here for you now. You can tell me. And it's like, no, it'll ruin everything. It's like, bitch, everyone already knows.
It feels like it's already gone too far. You know what I mean? Like, we all know.
It's
it's like, you already can't put it back. Like, what are you going to see them the next day? Sorry, I cried during detention about some guy I like that's definitely not my best friend of however many years who I always get in a rage whenever his girlfriend's around. Like, come on. Everyone knows.
I know. It's already changed. Movie night
like
was
the
ruined.
Leonard Cohen song, Everybody Knows.
Oh, there's a song for tonight, listeners. Mary.
Yep.
You gotta sing every episode. I loved it. But you're right.
It's such a shame.
Everyone knows.
It's true.
We didn't even need it to be, like, forced to be opened.
No, and I felt really bad for Joey.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
That was I don't know, that pain felt real when she was, like, so conflicted. It's like a life-changing moment. And when you have a crush like that and you're young, the thought of having to let go of the hope is so overwhelming. That the pain of not knowing is worth it because the hope feels so good.
That's a really good point. Yeah, that's true. She's like, well, there's still a chance if I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Which is so sad, but it's true.
So sad.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I don't even know how that even came up. Because they're playing basketball. Dawson and Pacey are duking it out.
Well, it was like, I think right before that, it's like they have to run back, and get back into the detention. Yeah. But then they all start kind of spilling their guts, like, then Dawson says something like, oh, Jen, I wanted you to be attracted to me. Like, I just want you to want me.
Oh, well, Joey asks Jen if she thinks Dawson is the hottest guy in school.
Yeah.
Or if she's most attracted to him. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jen kind of hems and haws and gives the answer that doesn't convince Dawson. And that's his insecurity. Like, he wants to be seen as, like, a sexy person, not just an emotional guy.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how they get back on the topic, but they do. And Jen is saying, like, I'm such an outcast. No one here understands me. But Dawson, you're a godson. She was talking about God a lot tonight, by the way, in this episode.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. It's probably from the baby episode where she puts
the Graham's influence.
Yeah, Graham's is getting to her now. She's conflicted about God now.
Yes.
But she has like a real, and also like all of these confessions take place in front of so many other people. But that seems a little unrealistic. I'd be like, I would never spill my guts out in front of all these other people like that.
No, so true. I was thinking that too.
Yeah, that was a little too raw. I know they've been in detention together all day, but still, I was like, I don't know about that. But she has like this super intimate moment with Dawson, and it's right in front of Joey, and so maybe Joey was like, I can't take this. Like, this is the man of my dreams. I can't let it just die. So she has to let something out, but she can't let it out. And I think you're right. I think she does want to keep the hope alive at some level. Yeah. Or at least have him as a friend if she can't have him as a boyfriend.
Right. And once you say that you have feelings, then that messes up the friendship. Even if they know, it's once it gets spoken, can't put it back, you know?
That's true. Yeah, it does. It would change it, even though it's blatantly obvious.
Right.
Once you
Exactly.
say it to their face, it's something happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, teen drama. So fraught.
Teen drama.
It's very fraught.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I also have to say I liked how quick Pacey was to just take off his shirt and play basketball. It happened so much in
Right.
the episode. It was like Pacey was letting it out that way. Jen
He was.
trying to let it out and couldn't. Or Joey was trying to let it out and couldn't. Jen got pretty vulnerable. Dawson didn't really say anything. I feel like Dawson, I wonder. I feel like he's not really examining his feelings very well. I know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
He wants to be a dirty dog, but
he
clearly is emotionally invested in Joey.
He's more like a little kitten. I mean, it's like he must have some feelings for Joey because he says things to her like, "Are we friends? Are we more? Are we less?" Like, he's definitely conflicted. But then he also, like, I don't know, I feel like he is ignoring so much stuff that's happening with his parents. Like, he's not talking about it at all.
Yeah, he really isn't dealing with that. He's clearly, we know a little bit about his frustrations with Jen and his feelings with Jen. But yeah, with Joey it's complicated. And I remember like in the last episode thinking how nice he was to Jen. Like he was being a really good friend to her then. Cause he saw she was struggling, like she couldn't be in the room with her sister. But, you know, he went out.
No, you mean Joey.
Oh my god, yeah, Joey. Joey. He couldn't, you know, he couldn't just leave her out there alone. Like, he knew something was wrong. And it was really sweet the way he talked to her and, you know, convinced her to come back in. And then that, you know, it did help the sister deliver the baby. So it's like, Dawson got a lot of points for me in that moment. So, like, yeah, like, he's definitely cares a lot about Joey. But I don't know. I feel about Joey, but it's unclear whether it could be more. I think I still have my theory it could be more if Joey was willing to admit that it could be more too. I think she's lying. I think she's convincing herself that it can't happen. But it probably could. Like if she.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially if they're like when they're older. Like if she really does want to wait forever, she could get it in a couple years.
She could get it. She could get it.
If she wants to go live her life and then come back to Cape Side and get it, she can come back and get it. That's what I'm saying.
She could. She does want to wait. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah. So, I think it's a pretty good recap.
I think so too. Yeah, that's basically everything I've written down.
Yeah.
Good episode.
I'm excited because I feel like I have a lot of really good dares for you this week.
Oh, well, I'm excited about that. Maybe because we can recap our dares from last week.
Oh,
listeners. Uh-oh.
Listeners. Was there ever any doubt that I didn't do my dares? I kept forgetting what my dares were, and then I kept meaning to listen, and then forgetting. And then I kept just not, like, because I forgot. And then I just remembered just now that it's saying that Our Father. But, like, I'm not going to do that in public, so that didn't happen.
That was a hard one, Mary. Although
thanks a lot.
To see you do it. And, you know,
Christine, did you do yours?
Well, I remembered all three of the dares, which is a step up for me. But I did not.
No point.
Say,
No point.
Say any of them.
I like how you say you remembered your dare. Like that's impressive.
I know. It's like my memory worked, but I couldn't say we don't ogle naked men. I felt really. I was like, I
you
can't
can say that to
one.
your friend.
I guess I could have said it to a friend.
Yeah.
We don't ogle naked men. Hey, jailbait. I tried to say that one and I couldn't do it.
Oh, you're such a baby.
I know. I almost did and I was like, I can't do that. And the
Okay.
silicone, real or silicone, I was like, nah, that's no way.
Yeah.
That one.
All right. Well, this
So
week
Jamie,
I think I've got. Oh yeah, Shauna.
She was saying, you guys better do your dares. Jamie, we let you down. Maybe we'll do it this week, though. Hey.
It is, but Becca called me. She called me out for doing my dare on the podcast last week. I apologize. It was funny.
I loved it.
Christine! Becca's Team Christine, but I'm gonna call her to be Team Mary.
Yeah,
no, whatever.
Becca's my girl.
So Christine, for this week, you can either call someone a backwater black sheep, which is what Abby calls the crew.
Oh, cool.
Or you can say, where is it?
I'm gonna write it down. You're a backwater black sheep. That's a tongue twister.
He's a backwater black sheep. Another Abby Morgan quote. You can say, "Oh great, it's howdy doody time."
I don't want to say that.
Or another Abby one. All of yours are going to be from Abby this week. Or you can offer somebody some gum. Say, anybody want some gum? And then when someone says, yeah, you have to say, yeah, right, and not give it to them.
I'm too nice to do that.
I know. That's why it's a dare.
Abby, you're so mean. And everyone looks so excited. They're like, gum. Yeah, I actually would
Gum.
love gum. It's like, no way, suckers.
Yeah, right.
Oh, my God. Mary, you always try to make me be so mean in the dares.
Yeah, I'm trying to expand your personality.
I know. I'm just too nice. I guess I can grow my mean ways. I'll try.
Yeah.
Let me see what I had written down for you. Well, the one we already talked about, but I thought since you live in New York, I thought it would be appropriate for you to say, this is not Times Square.
Oh my God, I can say that tomorrow. I can say that tomorrow.
If you say it in Times Square.
Yes.
I think that would be funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'd like for you to,
if a tourist asks me for directions, I could be like, this is not Times Square. There's another one.
Oh, that's perfect. That would be
my God. No, that's great.
Would anyone be dumb enough to ask you, is this Times Square when they're in Times Square?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh, wow. That would be a real backwater black sheep thing to say.
Yeah, well.
Oh, I already used it.
That no point.
No point. I know.
Oh, my God. Well, that's good. I feel like we're set up in a good way.
We're ready.
For next week, we're ready.
I'm excited. For next week. I might watch the Breakfast Club this week because I love that movie.
And then you'll spend 20 minutes recapping it.
It just made me want to watch Breakfast Club. Which, full disclosure, I think is a better movie than this episode was a show. Because it was more emotionally realistic, let's be honest.
Do you think so?
But I was feeling like Dawson at the end of the episode, sitting on the bed like, I might have to turn this off because the emotional realism is really exaggerated. It's really not there. For me. I did, a little bit I did, yeah. I mean, it was a pressure cooker episode. It wasn't my favorite. It was amusing, entertaining, but it felt a little forced, in my opinion.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Still love the show, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, listeners, thank you for listening. And we can't wait to tweet with you. Our handle is at Dawson Cries. That's WAH Dawson Cries.
It's pronounced wah.
Wah. What did I say? Wah.
You said
wah. It's wah. Dawson Cries.
Dawson Cries.
Wah. Christine likes to wear any chance she gets.
I know. I didn't try all this episode.
Good for you. Good for you.
Tried 4 times last week.
Oh my God, those 4 too many. All right. Well, thanks, listeners. We'll catch you next Friday.
Yeah, catch you next week. Love you so much. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.